What we're going to look at today is our pallet labeling system that's going to help you get the compliance you need and avoid fines. Now, a sticker doesn't add any value to your product. It doesn't make your product taste any better. It doesn't make it last any longer. It doesn't increase consumption. It doesn't make your customer crave it. It doesn't make your customer's customer crave it. But it is important and it is a necessity for compliance. Today, I'm going to share some insights on how to do it most effectively and remove some poor practices from how it's being done. I will show you how to be the compliance expert of your organization. Now, the penalty for non-compliance is typically fines, and that's going to be if there's missing or mislabeled products. The worst case scenario is if it's a misdirected pallet to the wrong location. Box stores such as Walmart, Target, and Kroger's, they all equate these kind of mistakes to lost time, and to correct that, they will charge fines. But they're not going to charge you a fine that they're going to send you in the mail. They're going to do it as a chargeback. They're going to remove it from your invoice. You don't have any choice in the matter. So it's deducted from your bottom line. This is not simply a cost of doing business. This is an opportunity to justify a capital purchase. And it's also a chance to improve your customer's experience. So I'm going to share with you the pro practices and how to reduce these fines and also maybe reduce some labor in 3 key steps. The first one is automation. It's a 1-2 punch of hardware and software to specifically eliminate risk and errors. For the hardware, we're going to ensure that placement is always consistent and we're not going to have any label wrinkle. Slap and ship can be a rush and risk scenario. With the software, we're going to remove human interactions. We're going to remove mistakes that are created when a line operator is working very quickly, trying to get a job out the door, and they enter the wrong information. Automation solves mistakes. The second part is the equipment selection. Most folks will say, well, they all look the same. All labelers do the same kind of operation. They just put a sticker on a pallet, so one's the same as another. Not true. They're very different. Most of the systems that you see for pallet labeling are case solutions that have been scaled up to do pallets. Now, cases are very uniform in shape, and they have corrugated material. Pallets are varied, and they typically have stretch wrap. So that adds a little bit more complication than if you're doing something with a case. That's why this solution is a purpose-built pallet labeling system. I'm going to show you why that's different. So when we come out to apply to the front or to the rear of the pallet, the arm will extend out in a swing motion, and then we will extend directly perpendicular to the product. That's going to prevent us from getting caught up in the stretch wrap. We also know that that face of that product is not perfect, so we have some things built in, such as an articulation on the tamp pad. But that's not enough. There's times where the label just doesn't adhere well to the product. We have vacuum that holds the label in place, but at some point the adhesive has to win. So in order to do that, we can back this up with a built-in system that does a blow assist. And the blow assist is going to change that vacuum over to an air current that's going to blow that label the rest of the way onto the product. So if we're making some partial adhesion, now we're going to make a full adhesion with the product. Okay, so that's some of the special parts for doing the front and the rear. Now we come out and we're going to do the side application. We're going to do a direct, again, perpendicular contact with the side of the pallet. So this is a very important piece. That's where the differentiation really comes into play. Now the third step of this is make no assumptions. So print and apply needs to incorporate one more step, which is scan. Scan makes sure that the label is readable, it's in the correct position, and it's cheap insurance in the compliance game. This step is usually omitted either due to complexity or cost. Not the case with the NS. The scanner's integrated right here. So with it always following where the arm moves, it means that only one scanner is necessary for doing the first application and the second application. That's going to save us money and complexity. Now, what happens when we have this bad scan? How do we handle that? Well, there's a couple things that can be done. One is we can send a signal back to the customer's PLC, and they can have a notification to an operator that that pallet has a problem. Need to come over and address it. Or we can be more automated, where we can regenerate another label and come out and try to apply and scan again. And that's going to give us more insurance that we're able to get that compliance for that pallet. It's far better to address that issue with the label now versus when the customer gets it on site and they're unable to scan or even find the label for your pallet. So these are the effective and field-proven best pro practices to end chargebacks and stop losing revenue. Other solutions that are from case labeling that are scaled up, they're not designed for this specific purpose-built application. That's where the NS is unique. Now, what we have for you is a quick video to show you some of the real applications that we do with the NS and give you a little bit more insight in how it works.
There's no denying these are unique times. And one of the biggest challenges will be the shortage of a consistent, reliable workforce. A deficiency that will have a significant impact on manual processes, including pallet labeling. Between the recent pandemic and volatility of the workforce, the challenge is only going to be greater. At Domino, we're meeting these challenges head-on. Introducing the NS100, a labeling solution that intelligently automates production. Through innovative design, simple integration, and streamlined processes, the NS100 eliminates operator error, increasing throughput and revenue. It all starts with the core design of the applicator. Labels are applied and scanned in a single sweeping motion, eliminating the chance of the swing arms getting caught in stretch wrap, resulting in higher reliability and more effective label placement. Because it's automated, the NS100 reduces potential risks from production, from manual entry errors to accidents associated with operators moving in heavy traffic areas, providing a critical step to your end-of-the-line process. With simple and quick consumable changeouts, straightforward operation, concise interactions, and a longer printhead life, the NS100 delivers a revolutionary lower total cost of ownership. The world is changing, and Domino is changing with it by providing reliable, innovative automation.
Well, I hope you really enjoyed the video, and I hope it gave you some insights on how the NS works in reality and how it can help you in your production facility. We would love to be able to talk to you one-on-one about any questions, thoughts, or ideas you have about the equipment, and we would certainly like to be able to bring this in-house and do a live demo for you. We think it's going to be a great match to your application.